And this is why we help candidates, is because we help folks like Jeannie get elected and change Illinois. Speaking of which, we have a surprise guest who I asked to join us tonight. Bob Grogan ran in the primary, and God knows we wanted him to win so bad, and he deserved to win because he is a CPA who is running for the state treasurer of Illinois. Tom Cross didn't have anywhere else to go, so a couple of months before the primary, he decided that he was going to run and used all the political Republican clout that he had, and more, I guess, in the state of Illinois, and unfortunately, Bob lost. But I wanted to thank Bob today for running, for all of his efforts, and to let him know, I mean, we'll support you anytime. So please welcome Bob Grogan.
You know, I don't know if any of you have heard, I'm actually a CPA running for treasurer. And it's tax day, so I think that's why they called me here. One of the things they taught me in tax class is you're going to be at a cocktail party and you're going to get asked about a tax question, and the proper response is, they change the rules all the time, I have to look that up. So you never answer the tax questions at a cocktail party. One of the things that people maybe don't know about me is I've actually been around the world twice. I've been to 50 countries. I'm not a normal Republican, I'm not a normal CPA. And one of the things I learned about America is we fail better than anybody else. How many businessmen bankrupted a few businesses before they found that thing that they made better than anyone else? So I guess maybe that's why they asked me here, because I failed. I'm going to share with you two things that I have learned. One thing I've learned recently, and one thing I learned when I was a child. The thing I learned recently is the Republican Party, the divide is not between the moderates and the conservatives. The divide is between the insiders and the good government people. That divide between the selfish and the selfless is the fight that we need to keep fighting. Give me a good, honest, moderate person anytime, and there's hope for them to make them conservative. That insider, you can't convert a zombie into a human being again. So the thing I learned as a child, I'm going to tell you a little story. So I asked my dad, who's been gone now for about 3 years, I asked my dad to go out and shoot baskets with me. And, you know, as fathers with young men, go practice, I'll come out later, right? So I go out and I start shooting baskets, and I'm little, so it's a long way away. And I'm a little too smart for my own good, because I realize after practicing a little bit, I'm missing most of my shots. And if I'm missing most of my shots, then that means I'm practicing to miss. How will I ever get better? How will I ever make a basket? I'm going to get worse and worse and worse because I'm practicing to miss. I was a little too smart as a kid. And so and this bothered me for a long time. How do you ever get better if you fail? And finally it occurred to me that the difference between the odds of what you're doing is that you're trying to make the basket. That's what overcomes. It is that effort. And I will tell you, if effort were votes, I would have won. But they're not. But the difference with this group here is, and with America is, we constantly, no matter how many times we get pushed back by the zombies, we have to keep trying, because eventually we will succeed. Thank you very much.